1 Thessalonians 5:3. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right, so the Lord said it, you know. You ain't gonna be able to escape. The precept that come to mind is Isaiah 47:11, man. All right, he said it's gonna come upon you unexpectedly, and you ain't gonna be able to put it off, man. All right, so it's a great destruction coming. This is a second death, as the scriptures refer to it as, man. All right, it's gonna be nuclear missiles, and it's prophesied 200,000 of them, man. All right, or 200 million missiles gonna hit this place. So the world as you know it is gonna change in an instant, man. This life that you live, that you know of going to work, working a 9 to 5, putting food on the table, thinking you're going to church on Sundays, and repeating the process is gonna come to a cease, man. It's gonna come to a halt.
Or you know, and if as far as like the Heavenly Father, you know, returning, or you know, and you know, the missiles hitting, or you know, that's best case scenario. You know, as alluding to St. Matthew 24:22. All right, but or you know, because you know, after those missiles hit, or you know, it doesn't even like take that much. You know, the whole Earth is gonna be like all fucked up. Talking about, you know, like a nuclear winter. All right, and you know, just all the chaos, or you know, that instills, you know, afterward, or you know, if if the destruction doesn't happen, you know, the way the scriptures happen, or you know, just like meaning, you know, there's gonna be like all types of these militias, all types of like bug outs, you know, a scarcity of food, water, and supplies, or you know, so just like basically. Or you know, if the Heavenly Father, you know, or you know, if these prophecies don't, you know, come to pass, all right, then you know, then fucking, you know, everything is like doomed basically.
I got something for you. I got a couple quick prayers if you don't mind. All right, still in that 1 Thessalonians though. I gotta keep going. It's a little bit more on there. 1 Thessalonians 5:4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Like the brother said, alluded to that Matthew 24:21. Okay? Because the Lord blessed us with this light, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know, of getting the parables, the deep dark sayings of the scripture, because we fear him. You know, so he blessed us, he bestowed his wisdom upon us, or a portion of it, if you will, enough to, Lord, want to get us to salvation, knowing not to take the chip, knowing not to basically fall short, you know, at the end. At the end of this thing, we got to push through. Like they tell you in a race, you know, when you come around on that last lap, you know, give it your all. You can sleep later, you know. But nonetheless, he said that they should not overtake you as a thief. All right, it's going to come upon you other people unawares, all right? Because y'all not looking at the signs of the times that we living in, all right? Seeing earthquakes in diverse places, hearing of wars and rumors of wars. That's a very well-known scripture that a lot of these people should know, but they can't correlate it with it, all right? And that's why the scriptures say what? Romans 11:7, man. Israel have not obtained that we should seek it for, man. All right, everybody want the truth, but they seek for it in all the wrong places, man. And that's why this judgment gonna come upon y'all, because we out here to tell y'all to get it from us. All right, like the brother always like to pull out the scripture. I believe it's in Isaiah. I forget which chapter, but it goes roughly paraphrasing. You know, all ye that want to buy, yeah, come here without money. Yeah, come
Isaiah
eat,
55.
55:1. I think it's the first chapter, the first verse. I mean, and he said, you know, let me get it. Let me not talk about it right quick. This is Isaiah chapter 55 verse 1. Ho, every one that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye, buy and eat. Shalom. It say, and eat. It say, yeah, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Wherefore do ye spend money, Shalakia, for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? It says, hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight in itself in fatness, you know? And you buy with your time that you give to the Lord, you know?
And a lot of people, you know, that's just funny because, you know, a lot of people can't afford that.
That's right.
Or, you know, we had, you know, there were like two Jakes like standing over there for like, what was that, like only like 5 minutes or whatever?
That's right.
Or, you know, I don't know, like maybe they had something so-called better to do, maybe they got offended by something. Or, you know, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, like even though this knowledge is free, or, you know, it's set up to where a lot of people, you know, can't stomach it. Or, you know, or a lot of people, you know, don't have the patience. Or, you know, they ask you one question, all right, but then, you know, but then you go like precept upon precept to be, you know, thorough. All right, but then they're like, well, just give me a yes or no. or and then they just can't hack it. So, or because even though this knowledge is free, a lot of people they can't afford it for those reasons.
You mind if I keep going?
I can't. Well, actually, I'm gonna just want to get this real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, Ecclesiasticus 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. All right? He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences, and be conversant in dark parables. All right, so as far as all the deep, like the meat, or and even even a lot of the milk is deep, or and a lot of people can't accept it, or can't fathom it and all that. All right, but as far as a man who is Lord willing of the elect, or that's what he's going to be occupied in, or whether he's so taking time study on his own, or watch the videos, or get that knowledge, get that edification, or and then and then as far as having that proper understanding, or and then like the previous chapter 38, it just talks about as far as like the fruits of his labor, how rich he's gonna be. Actually, I'm gonna just get that real quick.
Quick preset for you. Okay, go right into what you said. Can I grab it?
Okay.
This Proverbs chapter 1, verse 6. It says, to understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. It says, the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. So you got to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua ultimately in order to receive this thing, because that's how he gonna sup with you, is if you fear him first. You got to fear what he could do unto you, man. That's where it begins first. Because he say pride is when the beginning of pride is when one's heart depart from the Lord, man.
Yeah, as far as like one way that happened to me, as far as just like the volume of the book, or before I found out about like all the Israelite groups that branched off of One West, or I was just I started out in the church, but I was they gave me a free Bible, so I was just occupied in the scriptures, or and the first 5 books, or there was all this judgment, or sometimes when someone was put to death, there was just no explanation. We would just say the Lord thought he was wicked, so he got put to death, and I was like, wow. And that's so then I was like, if that is so, I need to get the proper understanding, and then like little by little, it was a spiritual thing, as soon as with that window shopping phase, as soon as you find out there's no light in someone you've been like listening to, or you can actually like when you like go to see their lessons again, like you can actually through the spirit, you don't see any light in them anymore. For example, like there was this one guy, I think he was called like Kazakh Bod. Like he was someone I was listening to, when I was first like coming in. All right, but his thing was like he didn't believe in the doctrine of Esau being the so-called white man. Like he was saying that or everyone from like Esau, Moab, Ammon, like Gad and all that, he was saying that all of them are Japhet. Just being fucking sloppy as all hell. All right, but as soon as the apostles broke it down, or they were going into like the word like Edom, red, all right, and then and I was at the library, and then as soon as it was kind of like that scene, if you've ever seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where all the people turn into lizards and shit, or but it was kind of like that. All right, because there were a lot of like Edomites around. After I got the proper understanding, or immediately I got to like seeing them for who they really were according to the scriptures. All right, and then when I go back to see some of his lessons, I was just like there's no point now. There's nothing more I can learn from someone like that now that I have the proper understanding.
Just a quick one, brother. Quoted. It's Jeremiah 6:16, and it reads, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see. Ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein. Ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein." And that's what's wrong with Israel, you know, because we out here for them. All right. We oftentimes say, you know, we got just about what we need, you know, amongst ourselves to potentially be saved, as far as knowing the name and not to take the chip and, you know, looking for certain prophecies and whatnot. But we out here for the elect, whomever they may be, across the four corners of the earth. We fishing for men. But the thing is, Israel don't want to hearken.
Yeah, it was because that's why the scriptures say the good way that men had trodden it down in the book of Job. You know, because
chapter.
I think it's Job, the 20th chapter, like around the 19th verse. But that's what it's talk about. Where men had trodden down a good way. That's Jake. And that's why they say it talk about they go trample it or something, the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that come to mind when they talk about casting out your pearl before swine.
Right.
Lest they turn and rend you. You know? The problem is Jake don't want to. They don't like being reproved. That's what it is. Amos 5 and 10. You know, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, man. Because we out here telling, and y'all don't hate us, y'all hate the Most High, like the scriptures say, man. That John 7:7, because he testified that the works thereof are evil, man. We telling you your wrongdoings, that you eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, that y'all having homosexual acts and indulging in wickedness, serving other gods, and doing all manner of bullshit and folly. You know, not hearkening to Yahweh Shemiel Shah. That's why he said he had the controversy with the inhabitants of his land, man.
They love it.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my like I saw one of my just like relatives like yesterday. All right, and like he was just like at like you know, I've been just like dabbling in certain like health like diets like the vegan diet and all that, you know, and he was just catching up, you know. He was like wait, do you eat meat now? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, what about pork? And I was like, no, I still don't fuck with that. And he was like, oh man. He was like, you know, it was like, you know, he was still like so-called like cool. He didn't give me like that much, but he's like, you could tell as far as like his you know, his passion for pork. And I was explaining to him like that's my least favorite, you know, that was always my least favorite. Like pork chops are fucking nasty.
Passion for pork, though.
Yeah, you know, like pork chops are like eating a steak with shards of glass in it after being like boiled in shit. That's actually, you know, like the consistency. It's just fucking disgusting. All right, but you know, and even more importantly, you know, it's you know, according to the scriptures, or you know, you're not like you're not allowed to do that, or you know, and all that like you know, that's one of the things, you know, and people don't want to hear that. You know, it's like I don't take away my shrimp, I don't take away my mussels, my lobster.
That's right.
All right, you know, that's just a small thing, you know. All right, but you know, people, you know, the majority of the people out here, you know, like I was saying when we're talking about, you know, a lot of people, you know, can't afford this truth. All right, because you know they don't have the time. You know, they're allergic to correction.
I got a precept on what you just said. It's Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophecy not unto us right things, but speak unto us smooth things, prophecy deceits.
All right, and you know that's why they love, you know, going to these like churches, you know, and both, you know, whether it be, you know, the Israelite church where, you know, all they do is you know, just like sing and dance, you know, everything's gonna be all right. It's all about you know, making you cry tears of joy, or you know, rather than, you know, repentance or any type of like real transformation that's not superficial. All right, just as long as a percentage of your paycheck, or you know, and that's one of the main questions they ask you after you get saved and baptized. It's like, oh, congratulations, brother. All right, and then they're like, now we need you to fill out this form. All right, tell us your name and address. All right, where you work. Or your paycheck, or the pay period, brother.
All right, then.
Routing account number.
Making you feel
Routing and account number.
Pastor Burner got people at his church that file your taxes for you, so they know how much you're getting back.